.1k MMR. I'm the Morphling. I'm pretty okay from a knowledge point of view in Dota, but lack mechanical skills. Any help? Appreciate it. I really want to improve in the mid and carry role. By Lemon Sex. Okay. Morphling 1k MMR. It has been a pretty long time since I guided someone in 1k MMR. It's fine. Hopefully middle, which we don't see that often. Looks like, well, if you're at 1k MMR, I'd say it doesn't matter whether you play support or carry. You guys know how like people say, yeah, you know, in Dota supports don't fucking matter, but I think support start to matter once you hit probably somewhere above 2.3k MMR. Then maybe you start to see some roles in support. But if you're playing below 2k MMR, I believe it really doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter in supporting. If you want to support, if you want to practice support, that's fine. If you think it's role, do it. But keep in mind that it's a bad idea to go fully sacrificing support in 1k MMR. So almost every game, 90% of the time, at 1k MMR bracket, if you know what you're doing as middle or safe lane carry, the game is solo carryable. So I'm gonna tell you why and how by coaching this game. You're blocking, and Monkey King did not block, so that's you got it right there. Okay, you lost it. You did. Good job. You should have denied that. You didn't deny. So at this point, it doesn't matter. It's not a matter of harassing. It's a matter of whether you can take the last hit and deny at the same time. And you should have checked. As soon as the lane began, you should have checked Monkey King's item. You didn't even click the hero. He has this item and you don't know it. It looks like you don't even care. But as you go up higher, you'll notice the importance of checking everyone's item. Especially, you should do it. It's just that any players above 4k MMR, they do it. I've never seen anyone not doing it. It's really important. So what you get by doing it is, if you see him getting PMS and Tango, what should be going through your mind is you shouldn't really care about hitting him and harassing him. Rather, it's a game of last hitting and denying that you should be focusing on. I think you're doing a pretty good job in last hitting and denying. That's really good. That's really good. Can you deny this? Good job. Good. I cannot believe you're at 1k MMR if you're hitting this, if your last hitting is this good. I was expecting you to play much worse, but you're good. Can you last hit that? Oh, you missed that. You should have missed that. You shouldn't not miss that. Okay, that's fine. That's really fine. 2. Okay, that one was really things could have gone better if you did actually concentrate. I would have right here. I'm gonna go back a little. Okay, right here. What you should have done, what I would have done, is waveform. Rush into Morphling. Rush into Monkey King. I think then you can position yourself right at where he's positioning right now, and try to I would have done that. Try to snap the courier. That's what I've done. As soon as I saw the courier coming, and another thing is you didn't even put down a ward. If you had actually put down a ward at the lane stage, as when the lane began at the first wave, what could have happened is by providing vision in the high hill, you actually see, you have a vision of the courier coming from here, so that gives you a better time of reacting it. Right now there's a fog here, so you were not able to react up until the courier was right here. So if you had a ward right here or right here, it would have given you a fair amount of time for you to see the courier coming in the minimap or by just visually. And I would have definitely used my waveform and sniped the courier. I think you could have killed the courier, because Morphling has high agility and really good attack speed. You can two-shot him, two-shot the courier. So that's what you should have done, but I don't think you saw it, and it was not in your head. You could have also gotten the tower, the last hit the tower was hitting. If you can, you should work on it. Tallying last hit is like, it's really hard. The best I can do is, the best I can see is to help people to get better at last hitting. Is this is all I'm gonna say. You should do better. You should practice more. That's all I can say, and it is up to you to whether try harder or not. By just practicing, you'll become better. It's really simple. And if you ask anyone in Dota above 5k MMR, 6k MMR, they have been, almost all of them, they have been practicing with boss to practice their last hitting under the tower during the free farm. They have been practicing. It's really basic, but also at the same time, the skill is really, it's a high level skill. Not to miss any last hit in the laning stage, and hitting under the tower is really hard. It's really hard. So you should try that. It will make you a significantly better player. Just trust me on that. Okay, wait for him. So your last hitting it was pretty good at the first wave and the second wave, but as the game just goes on, I can see that your last hitting is it could be, I would say, better than most of the 1k MMR players, but it's about the same. So, and last hitting is something that anyone can improve in short term just by practicing. So do that. Just keep practicing on your last hitting. It's gonna help you farm much faster, and eventually it's gonna pay off. In the mid game and in the late game, it's gonna pay off definitely. Okay. You pop the hasten right away, and if you actually did this guy was dead. This guy is dead now. He's dead. Good job. I don't know why Monkey King did not hold the tower. It was kind of funny to me, but good job killing him. You gotta use a shrine now. Let's see if you actually do. You didn't. So another thing I want to point out. So when you pushed up here, you have a shrine, right? So I'm gonna go back a little. I think this is important. So when you're pushing, and this guy's now TPing, he can't kill you. There's no need for you to go back. I think you got scared a little bit just because he TP'd, but what you should have done is just stay here, and you should not have missed the last hit of this ranged creep. This gives even higher experience than the melee, so you should have taken the last hit. And you even have Akula. It gives you a little more time for the tower because it gives bonus armor to the creep. So what you should have done is just stay here near, and then try to make enough time to push the tower. Just pressure and walk back. Use a shrine and come back. By the time you use the shrine and come back here, you're just back to farming. By the time when you have used the shrine and by the time you come here, Monkey King would have finished clearing the wave and he was probably start attacking the creep here. So it makes perfect time. You walking down here, use a shrine and come back. That's what you should have done. But you just went back and just blocked the creep. That was a little passive. You even got the brown boots, so it makes perfect sense for you to go back to the shrine. this puts you on slightly disadvantage compared to Monkey King, because Monkey King died, but he now has 100% HP and mana, but you don't. Well, you have the low advantage, but the point is that he's fully recuperated, but you have half HP and a little below half mana. So now he's playing a little aggressive because he's stronger. All these small things matter. If you want to become if you become a good player in Dota, just pay attention to the smallest detail. It doesn't matter whether you think, it's a really small thing. If you think it's a small thing, it matters. Trust me on that. That's how you get better. Nope. Deny that? Deny that? You should have denied that. You should have definitely denied the catapult. So, all those little detail. Let's see if you can last it when you're fluent. 2, 3, 4, last it. You missed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last it. Good job. 2, 3, last it. Good. Last it. You missed it. Okay. So I'm seeing that you're missing last it. You missed that one too. So you're missing a lot of last it. You're missing a lot of last it. You should work on your last hit. It is a really big deal. Last hitting ability is I saw your item build before joining the game. Your item builds were fine. Just looking at the game overall, your item builds were fine. But so far, your weaknesses are, the main weakness is your last hitting. You should definitely do better, much better. If you want to keep playing Dota as a carry player or mid player, your last hitting is not good enough to be a solid mid player. If you maintain this, if you just play like this, and let's say you get better, just mechanical skills where you use your skills better, at the right time, you move better. But if your last hitting ability stays the same like this, you cannot go up. You cannot climb higher than 2k and more. Yeah, trust me on that. Your last hitting is the first thing that you should work on. One thing that what I learned from coaching 1k more players is that whenever I tell them, oh my dude, your last hitting sucks, and most of the time their response is, dude, Hugh, profham, it doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Dota is a game of like killing heroes. No, I mean you're right, but I'm teaching you the basics. It matters. Good job. So, good job killing him. But you killed him. You killed him not because you did something that you deserve to kill him. It was not something you earned, but it's because Monkey King was dumb. Monkey King was dumb enough to initiate on you right there. So it was a lucky kill. But if you're a good player, you should know how to snowball from taking advantage of someone who's playing really bad. So even right now, there was no need for you to go back. There was no reason for you to stay passive. You didn't even go near the creep. What you should have done is go near them. Go near the creep. You have that Kula. Go near them. There was no need for you to go back. If you had stayed here, you could have hit the tower once or twice. More than twice. Maybe 3 to 4 times. And then get back. And you can now start pressuring Monkey King because you have a legit legit right click. That's what you should have done, but you're playing passive. You even have Ring of Health. You're gonna win. You're gonna win the lane. What does he have? He doesn't have any regeneration. He only has 1 tango. That's not enough. That's not enough to sustain his HP. So, by judging from his item, you should have done that. Any good Dota 2 players would have done the same thing. They would have checked Monkey King's item, and looking that he has only 1 tango, you should have just right-clicked the shit out of him and try to trade HP. It doesn't matter whether he comes back and hits you. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Now actually it matters because Clock was hiding. I didn't see it. Yeah. But I'm teaching you the basics. Check the enemy team's item and plan your strategy to be just a little ahead of him. If you are a little ahead of the enemy team, It's a step to make small difference to big. No need, just keep standing here. Good job. Hit him, you should have hit him. Okay, wait for him. Right. Hit him. You should hit him. I don't understand why you're playing a little passive here. You hit so hard. If you look at your attack damage 145, you're hitting for 145. He has 1000 HP, that is a lot, yes, but you're hitting for 144, 143 H, 143 right click. This is a lot of damage. Every time you see a chance of harassing Monkey King, you should have done it. Hit him right now. You could have also hit him. Okay, time to push. You should not have missed the last hit like that. You should not have missed last hit. You missed the last hit again. And you should not have denied a creep. So you're pushing. Again, I'm gonna do the same thing. There was no reason for you to go walk to the left. You even have a catapult. What does this mean? Do you see how much damage it's doing? Every time it hits, it does a lot of damage. So what you should have done is, this is a lot. Man, this is a big advantage. I'm gonna tell you exactly what any 4K players have done. So you wasted time, but instead you should have just stayed right here. Imagine you had stayed right here, providing Ring of Achilles bonus to your creeps. You would have done a lot of damage to the tower. And what I've done is use my waveform to clear the wave. I would have done that. So by doing that, I would have also saved the catapult, which does a lot of damage to the tower. And you have Aquila. There's nobody in the lane. There's nobody in the lane. And this tower was gone. If you had played it right, this tower was gone right now. By now, this tower you would have taken the tower. So that also makes a big difference. All that small mistakes, small decisions, does matter. You're getting the tower, good job, because you have Aquila, this is really powerful. But you could have taken the tower much earlier. Okay, so you're now roaming, helping the other lane, good. That is fair. And one thing that I don't like about your item is everything's fine, but you don't have TP. Looking that they have Undying and they have Bloodseeker, you should always just carry one TP just to be safe. So when the Bloodseeker ruptures you and you're in danger, you just TP back. That's what you have to do. Okay, you now have the illusion. Again, I don't understand why you went back. There was nobody in their enemy tier 1 tower. There was nobody here, right? Well, now he came back, but I think you should have stayed here. So you just, this is what you did. You were standing right here, and you went all the way back to check the bounty rune. It's not even minute. There was no bounty rune, I believe. You did not have to use your shrine, but you just decided to walk all the way down tier 1 tower. You went around like this, and you are now here to initiate. So why didn't you just stay here and provide a Ring of Aquila, this aura bonus, and did the pressure to the tower? Trust me, it does a lot of damage to the tower. You even have really legit right click. So you should have just stayed here all the time, entire time. What I've done is just waveform to the Monkey King. When he got you got scared a little, and you decided to waveform backward. But can you see how low he is? Do you see how much HP this guy has? Monkey King? If you did waveform to Monkey King, if you just waveform right here, this guy was dead 1000%. This was a really bad move, and I think all the decision that you're making, or just a little off. But if you can't see killing Monkey, if you're missing the chance of killing Monkey King, any player like this is probably why you're staying at 1.1k and more. You're not ready. You should be paying attention much more. This was easy kill. That should never happen. They can't kill you. If you are worried about them killing you, no, it's not gonna happen. You're a fucking morph. They can never kill you like that. I would have hit the tombstone right now. Okay, fair enough. You decided to play safe. You're using the shrine, that's good. I would have waited for him right here to push. Good job. That was a really nice way of using it. So again, if Bloodseeker was, I was actually surprised that he did not rupture you. You don't have TP. That's what makes you vulnerable from Bloodseeker's gank. You should always carry 1 TP when you're playing against Bloodseeker. It's just what everybody does. If you're not carrying TP versus Bloodseeker, then you just should do it. When he ruptures you, you just TP back. Jump. You saw Monkey King. Don't think you needed to. So you're one. Okay. So again, you wasted a lot of time. So I think you were worried about Monkey King ganking you, but there was really no need to freak out. So he's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna die now, right? Okay, he juked you. Okay, nice job. Actually killed him. But all I was saying is there was no need for you to just run away from Monkey King. You should have just stayed bottom. You should have just stayed bottom and farm. They would have given you much more farm. So always remember that just because there's someone to kill, just because there's a hero, that doesn't mean you should prioritize on killing him. As a mid lane, as a safe lane carry, you should always focus on taking last hit and farming. And many 1k, 2k MMR players make the same mistake. They are overly jealous in, just in their attempts to harass the enemy, regardless of any situation. They just pay little too much attention on killing the enemy hero. And this is also something that I want to point out. You bought the Glove of Haste and Belt of Strength in the base, and you now have to deliver using the courier. But why not just use a side shop? If you haven't noticed, there's a side shop. You can buy those 2 items in the side shop, and by just stopping here, you can get the hard dreads. Nice job, clearing out the tombstone. Good job. It's really hard to kill you. You're Morphling. You never carry TP. It's minute 18, and I thought you were just being lazy, and you didn't carry TP. But I'm gonna say this now: you never used TP, not even once. Entire game. It's almost minute 20, and you haven't used 1 TP. That is really bad. That is really bad. Why? If you have TP, it's gonna increase your farming, and it's also gonna enable you to TP back up your allies. It just allows you to do so many things, and you're not even carrying TP. This is just really bad. This is really bad, and I think many 1k MMR players do the same. Would do the same. They don't understand why they should carry TP, and you should carry TP. I'm gonna tell you when and why. I'll try to tell you when. Right now, when you just stop at a side shop, seeing that you don't have TP in inventory, you should have done that. You should have bought the TP by the side shop. Good job killing him, but now their Bloodseeker is near you, and if you get ruptured, you could be in danger. He's just blindly following you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you had TP, what I would have done is, at this point, right now, I would have TP to the top lane to help them push this tower, or also just TP to middle. You just walk back to middle, right? But when you are here, Why not? If you had TP and if you had stopped by the side shop and bought a TP, you could just TP to middle, and that gives you what, better pushing, and it also helps you farm faster. So the basics of Dota is players almost always carry 2 TP, not 1. They carry 2. So what that means is they have TP almost always. They almost always have TP in their inventory. That is their intention. That is our intentions. We always carry 2 TP, unless we are economically really starving. We always carry 2 TP. I like your item. This item is really, you know, just any Morphling would have gotten the same item, so there's nothing wrong. But I recommend getting Magic Wand. Magic Wand is just too good. There's no reason to skip Magic Wand. Now that we have inventory, now that we have a backpack, I think everyone should get Magic Wand. Why do people skip Magic Wand? It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, kill him. You gotta get out of Gyrocotus ulti. If you had a Magic Wand, you would have gotten enough mana to wait for him. So Magic Wand is really strong in that sense. Okay, so you're tipping back. Here's another thing that I want to point out. Maybe this might be a little too advanced for 1K MMR players, but here's what players, if you are a little above 4K MMR or 4.5K, any 4K MMR would have TP to middle. When you are here, I get that like you were scared of the enemy finding you, but if you can find a way to relax while you're playing Dota, even under the 10 situation, what players do is they always prioritize in farming, and the best way to, you know, just be efficient. If you had TP to middle, I get it that you had no mana, you had low mana, but you had enough mana to TP, so you should have TP to middle and farm this shit. That's what good players do. That's what any 5K players would have done. Even any 4K, even any good 4 mid-K players would have done the same thing. They would have TP to middle. If you had TP to middle, you would have gotten this wave depending on your last setting. You would have also gotten this wave, and maybe you can pressure a little, do about 300 damage to the tower, and also have gotten another wave that gives you a lot of farm, and it gives your team, and it puts your team in an advantage because you are now taking the objective. So that is also an important thing to keep in mind. So it's not, all these things I'm telling you is not easy. As a 1K MMR player, chances are you don't really understand. If you're following me and if you're really feeling me that all I'm saying is making sense, then you have potential to become a better players. But many 1K MMR players, their reactions were, I don't understand what you're saying. It really doesn't make sense. That's what they do. But I understand it. But just try to learn. Try to learn. If you're following me, if you think all I'm saying makes sense, you'll become a much better player. Because I don't think it is fair enough to advise 1K MMR players to TP mid, but it's an advanced tip, and if you learn that, if you make it yours, you will become a much better player in your next game. I'll promise you that. Yeah, you got it. Huh, so you like the all chat, huh? Job. You should have stopped by the shop and bought TP. Oh, okay, you wanted to clear the wave, good job. But now you have to buy TP, and there was no reason for you to deny the creep. I think your intentions right now, what you should do is, their offlane tower is alive, it's mid 24, and they still have their offlane tower. That's not good. You should put a lot of pressure. You should make attempts to take down their tier 1 tower bottom. This is really bad. Okay. Okay, Weaver take their tier 2 tower in top lane. That's good. You fought them off middle and you held the tower. That is good. Yeah, you should really carry TP. This is a really bad move. Bad. It's just bad. Okay, it makes you a bad player. If you're not carrying TP, it just makes you really bad player. Is there a way? Okay, good job. Good play by Weaver. Get the tombstone. Okay. Right here, you decided to chase after Undying, and I think you saw these two guys in low HP. That is why you were tempted to get into them. That's what you did. You just moved. Yeah, that's you. You wanted to wait for him, huh? And I guarantee that you wanted to wait for him. But the right thing to do in this scenario is hit the fucking tombstone. You should have. You're Morphling. You even have Dress and you have high agility. Your attack speed is crazy. So if you had actually hit the tombstone, you would have cleared tombstone in less than 3 seconds. So that's what you should have done. When you're playing against Undying, if you see chances of killing the tombstone, you should always, entire team should prioritize on killing the tombstone. That is the basis of playing against Undying. I'm telling you that. So you should have done that. You should always remember to always kill the tombstone first, no matter what. This is really bad. You wait for him. Let's see what you do. Kill him. Good. Okay, good job. Why not hit the tombstone? Even now, why are you ignoring them? Okay, that's a big word. Okay. You got the E-Blade? That's good. You're getting Scotty next. Okay. John, you killed him. You should go after him. There's a Weaver. if you did actually right click the Monkey King, because his ulti was almost over and there was Weaver waiting behind, if you had actually right clicked the Monkey King, I think Monkey King would have died. You even have E-Blade, so very likely Monkey King would have died if you did actually right click him one, so that he can't not go off the tree. E-Blade, good job. So I think you do know how to fight. You have basic idea of how to fight. You're much better than Monkey King. Compared to Monkey King, you're a much better player. You're gonna win. Good job. Again, you did good job, but I'm gonna say the same thing. That was bad on Monkey King. So what didn't you wait for when you were here? I get, yeah, why didn't you wait for him? You should have wait for him. You had enough mana, right? Oh, okay. Right here you had enough mana. I think I think you had enough time to wait for him. Now you lost the mana again, but if you were paying attention, you had enough mana to get out. But it's a matter of concentration. If you have paid attention much better, you would have gotten out of the cog and you didn't die. Now you're gonna die. Another item that I would recommend getting against Clockwork is actually the, what is it called? Hurricane Pike. Dragon Lance is just good. Dragon Lance is overall just legit item for Morphling, and if you upgrade it to Hurricane Pike, you become immune to Clockwork. Clockwork cannot kill you if you get a 4-staff. And Hurricane Pike is not. It is a good item for Morphling. It gives you longer attack range. It gives you little mana regen. It gives you strength and agility, really good stats. So, if you are playing against Clockwork, I would have considered getting the Hurricane Pike instead of going Scotty. Scotty is just meh. I mean, it's good, but remember that Scotty is really expensive, and it's not one of your core. Well, it is core item, but it's really expensive, and your farming will is slow this game. Your farming will is slow. I think Hurricane Pike was better item. It's rather relatively is less expensive, and it works really well in this game against Clockwork. Even against Undying, even against everybody. If you use Hurricane Pike and just use on any hero, your right click does insane amount of damage because you have a draw ranger. So your right click does make sense. I don't want to say your E-Blade was wrong item. It really depends on how you use it. Okay, good job. But if I were you, because we have a draw ranger, I don't think I would have gotten E-Blade this game. I would have gotten this Manta and go as hitter, as a basher. Right click him, you gotta right click anyone. You just dished Undying Tombstone again, and yeah, good job. But I have to say it again. Right now, I get it. You really wanted to kill him, but you should have taken the Tombstone. That was your first thing to do. You ended up killing him, good job, but you really should have taken the Tombstone before doing anything. That is another mistake that I want to point out. Brewmaster survived just only because he had a Vladimir. So that was kinda lucky. And I'm not even talking in this specific situation. In almost every context, you should get Tombstone. Just get that in your head. Tombstone, you kill it. It's even more valuable than killing a hero. And now you're farming. Got Scotty. Good job. And you have 190 last hit at minute 38. So as a core player, your ability to farm is really bad. This will be about average. Even above average in 1K MMR because Monkey King has 130. But 190 is not enough. 190 is not enough last set at minute 40. You should get much more. So I already pointed out the importance of last setting, right? So if you want to work on that one, work on the last setting, try to hit at least more than 150 last set by minute 30. If you can do it, you will be much better player. Without improving anything else, just by working on the last setting, you will become much better player. It's gonna make your game, without even realizing why, you're gonna start winning more games by just last setting. Okay. Good job. Okay. You need to carry Dust. You saw him having Shadow Blade, right? You should have carried Dust. And entire game, I did not see even once. You almost never ever buy TP, so that's really bad. And also, you never check anyone's item. I don't think you checked anyone in this game's item. You don't give a shit about your allies' items. You don't give a shit about the enemy team's items. But you should do that. You should give some shit. You should just, if you see anyone, just click on them and check their items. It's a nice way to see how much they are farmed and what level they are right now and what you should do depending on their item. And of course you don't carry Dust because I don't know why, but you just don't. But that's also bad. You should carry Dust. It is not a support job to carry Dust. It is a support job to put down a sentry, but it's gonna make your support really poor. If you ask them to buy sentry and Dust at the same time, it's gonna make your support really poor. So it is always good for you as a carry to help them, help the support by just buying a Dust. When you see anybody getting a Shadow Blade and you have an inventory, right now the bottle is really, it's nothing, right? You don't need bottle. You're gonna have to sell it or just move it to your backpack. So you have a 1 extra inventory. For this one, you need to carry Dust. I would have done the carry Dust. Okay, good thing that you're carrying TP, but again, you only bought 1. But start buying 2 TP. You should always buy 2 TP before leaving the base. That is what people do. Buy 2 TP. Hit the tombstone. Good. Good. Kill him too. Good. You didn't use Manta. You should use Manta. Use Manta. Manta. What is your Manta for? Yeah, you ended up killing everyone and it was a triple kill, but right now I would pop Manta. Right now I would pop Manta and it gives you bonus damage, right? And you even have Draw Ranger providing the precision aura. So your last hitting you're hitting for almost 400. So this is fucking crazy. Manta Illusion does a lot of damage now. You should have definitely used Manta. There was no reason to save it. Nobody has silence. And another way of using Manta is people also use Manta to farm. That's what, yeah, players do that. Players do that a lot. When they're farming jungle, when they're pushing jungle, all they do is just press Manta and use that to push lane or from the jungle. It matters. Actually, it matters. It's gonna help you farm. Again, you're not carrying TP. Another really bad play by you. It's something that good DOTA2 players will never do. Anyone above 3k MMR would have carried the TP almost always. Okay. Your team is much stronger. Your team is much more stronger in small team fight, in 5 vs 5 team fight, because Morphling is really strong right now. So what, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You even have Scotty, you should have just go Roshan. That's good. You're now sending Illusion to just scout and push lane. That's what you should have done. You should do the same thing with your Manta and micro the Illusions a little bit more. Try to do that. But yeah, you're getting the Roshan now, so that's good. They kill the draw, but it probably doesn't matter. All you have to do right now is, since you got the Aegis, this means you have 2 lives up until minute 54. So just focus on farming until draw comes back. You should not go high ground just because you have Aegis. This is bad move. If you do go up high ground, that is really bad. Okay. Well, you forced BKB, good. You somehow did it. Good job. Yep. I would have just stayed in the enemy jungle and farmed their jungle. That is the best play. Good. There was no reason for you to wave from backward right now. And you were here, so you saw them coming. You used Manta, you kind of little, but there really was no reason for you to be this scared. Cause one reason is you have a Weaver. You have a Weaver right here, and your team was tipping to help you guys, and you're fighting under your tower, and you guys also have a shrine. And if you look at the timer, Draw is also back. So what Draw is gonna do is to TP here and just murder everyone. So this waveform again, it reminds me of the same thing that you did in early game when Clockwork got caught you in the cog and Monkey King was really low HP. You just decided to blindly just wave from backward. You're essentially making the same mistake. So this was not the time to get back. You guys even forced Gyrocopter to use BKB. It's gonna run out sooner or later. So if you have known that you have Lincoln Sphere, they didn't even pop it yet, and you also have Aegis, and one more thing, you are a fucking Morphling, so it's gonna be fucking hard for them to kill. It's gonna take forever. So no reason to get back, but you get back. And now they're focusing Weaver now. Joel is TPing some to stat. Okay. And you decided to go back after reverse that. So this is another really bad play by you. It's really bad. Good. Saved by tree. You should kill the fucking gyrocopter. It took you so long to kill him. Right now, you did E-blade him. That is why you could not right click, but there was really no need to E-blade anyone. All you had to do was just right click him a few times and he was dead. You're silenced, and you're dead. And Droll cannot solo everyone. So essentially everything, so you bow back, that's good. Thank God you have a buyback, but this is not smooth, right? You see how the game is now, you know. The way you use the E-blade is, I don't understand the way you, okay. This is really, that's really bad. Two, three, four. Manta. Okay. Okay. I think you were paying, so right in this fight, you were paying attention. I can see that you were paying attention and you were looking at the cooldown. And when you got back your waveform and adaptive strike, you popped the E-blade and you tried to use them both, but you got stunned and you're dead. So that's unfortunate, but again, you buying back like that and just blindly TPing to the shrine to avenge them, that was a really bad move, and you guys are now gonna lose Rex. And that started from Morphlings. That started from Morphling. Making bad choice. Starting from when he had Aegis. So you guys are not gonna lose Rex. These two are smart enough to just go for the throne. Holy shit. He has AC. That is why he's so strong. Don't think they are strong enough to push. They're gonna die now. They can't deal with Drow Ranger. Drow is also really strong. Hit the fucking tombstone, guys. Hit the fucking tombstone! Yeah! Hit the tombstone! Good job. Okay, now you're back. You're going for Satanic. Good. Satanic is fine. That's a legit item. I like your item builds. Gonna farm. Farming. Got the Satanic. Farming a little more. Going in. Farming. Farming. Good. So I think you're even now you're trying to farm the buyback, right? That's good. Good. Okay. Whatever. I think you used E-Blade to pop the Lincolns, or good. Okay, good job. That's fine. Attack him? That was a little late. If you had only attacked him a little faster, and you know, just if you could have hit him. Just because he has a blade mail, that doesn't mean you should always be scared and not hit the guy you are hitting. And you just but right now, when Draw pushed him back and he's not silenced and the blade mail is running out, what you should have done is turn around right away and hit him once more. So his Scotty is also running out. It's gonna run off in 0.12 second. If you did actually hit him, you're slowing him down for 35%. What that means is this guy is fucking dead. This guy was fucking dead. Joranger hits so hard and you hit so hard. If you had slowed him with your Scotty, this guy was dead, but you just run backward. Now he's alive. So another kill missing opportunity. Good job, right click him. Start right clicking. Get the tombstone. Alright. Probably time to reinitiate. Because Joranger is fighting. Missed the waveform. But you close the distance, so that's fine. You can Monkey King. Monkey King is a bad player this game. He's a Shadow Blade. Nice fucking ulti by Panda. Good. I think that is game. Right, this game. Okay, that was game. Good job. You ended up winning. So you were able to win this game because you had good items. You didn't have good farm, although you had enough space to farm, but your ability to farm is relatively it's average. I'll say it's average for 1K more, but it can be you're gonna improve much better if you actually pay attention to velocity. You're gonna farm much faster. I just know it. Anyone is capable of farming much faster. Anyone in 1K more, they're gonna farm faster if they give shit about velocity. So you're gonna be much better player velocity. And I think I've been pointing out many things that can be helpful. 23, 3, 14. So looking at the score wise, you fucking rocked them. Like you just killed them all. So this is really good. But you were killing them not because you know you deserve to kill them, but did you see how many mistakes this guy made? Everybody made a lot of mistakes, and you were capable of just wait with the patience and kill them. That is why you got rewarded by 23 kills. So this is your strength as a Dota 2 player, as a 1K Myanmar. That is your strength. I think you have patience to wait, but one of the biggest mistake in this game that you almost threw the game was when you died with your Aegis and you reinitiated after seeing your Reaver died. You just went back and you died. You wasted Aegis and you died again, and you bought back and you died. That was a big time throw. If you ever do that as a mid player, most of the time you lose the game. Most of the time you will lose the game, and you're the reason why you lost the game. You lost the game. So you got lucky. You got lucky that all of you were pretty were leading the game really big time since the beginning. That is why the Dire couldn't come back from the kill from the fight. But it was really dangerous. Okay, it was really dangerous, and this guy Monkey King was a really bad player. This guy was really noob. That is another reason why I think you guys won. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for watching.